I'm back, but somebody turned on San Francisco when I wasn't looking. It took me 20 minutes to find a parking space. Everybody is here. Took me 45 minutes to get into the city. Are the Giants doing well or something? It was totally blocked up. Yes, I'm just in my car. I just wanted to start immediately. And I have learned for real to never text and drive. Not because I did something wrong, but because I followed two people. Or actually, I tried not to follow two people. I got next to one of the guys and honked my horn a long time and put my fingers to my eyes and pointed, fingers to the eyes and then pointed, telling him to watch the road because he must have dropped his car, his phone. Because at one point I see him like lurch up, like you drop something in your car. And then another time he completely disappeared a couple of times. And this is on the freeway, or this is on the bridge. And I'm trying to get around him because I didn't want to deal with him. And I couldn't, of course, because everybody else is trying to get around everybody else. So, okay, you just watch driving there. Hi, Fuzz, I'm glad you're here, because Carrie Ann just needs to watch your driving. That was the first guy. The second guy on the bridge almost went into the right lane, like curb. They probably actually did go into the curb. And they noticed. So, I'm like, it convinced me. I am never, ever, ever texting and driving. I'm going to learn how Alexa Auto works because I have it for my car, just never used it. Because my car is ancient and didn't have any of that stuff. Papa Cat's going to show me how to use the I'm frazzled because it was just crazy. Papa Cat's going to teach me how to use the phone in that car because that car is newer and knows what it's doing. So, a little flustered. Okay, now I have the world set up. And I'm trying to figure out, because of yesterday, watching Cheryl and Dusty, that I gotta figure out a way to windsock my... Oh, I'm crooked too. Oh well. Windsock, it's like being on the first day again. It's so weird. Windsock my microphone, because as the summer goes on, the wind's gonna pick up here. I don't know either, no face. I mean, I'm special, you know when you say you're special and you do the hand sign. Yeah, I know, so does Carrie, so Fuzz, oh, be careful. Someone tripped on something on the floor, or on the street. So, yeah, I'm glad Fuzz is here. I was crossing the street. I'm going to be paying too much attention to everything today. Brain fog's at it again. I'm going to learn how to put my notifications too. It's like, yesterday, I was like, okay, tomorrow's the day you start really getting your ducks in a row, because I was coming back here and I'm going to do it like, oh yeah, since enough people are here, no hate, no, oh woe is me, no, I'm more important than you, If the mods see something like that, just block them. Don't even give them a chance anymore. Because I know, made this realization actually right before I was going out of the door. If I think something is from high school, it's gone. Because I was a flaming beast in high school. And I've always thought that I've had to make up for all that past stuff. So I know how people can be gossipy beasts. So I'm not doing that anymore. The minute I get that instinct about, ooh, this doesn't feel right, that's it. I'm not playing anymore. I can't be sad, mean, or whatever on this channel because I take it home. I'm always trying to keep myself out of the bad feelings because it's just so easy to just sit there and germinate. So it's like, yeah, I'm fluffy. I admit it. Always have been ever since I realized how much of a vicious beast I was. So no more. And hey, even the mods, if you catch me being a vicious beast, say something. Because it's like, no, as it is now, I think I've been paying for all that karmic reward for, or non-award for the past, was it 30 years? So it's like, it was hard getting out of that, and hard apologizing to all the people that I did crap to, and hard getting them to realize it's really me and not the me saying these things. So it's like, nope. I want to be funny, I want to be happy, and I want to be happy in my real life. So it's like, I'm done. No more grumpy, no more calling people out. Not that I did, but you know what I mean. So this is now the channel of F. Sciento and have a fluffy trip. I don't think I'm going to yell at them today because there have been a myriad of, oh my god, he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh my god, that dog is beautiful. It's like one velvet dog running around. So, yeah, I'll be amusing a lot, like I usually am. The giggle and everything. I was just like, what, I'm having to pay to come in here today because, you know, they gave up the ghost for a couple of days. And yes, Tony, Harry, Anne, and all the people who showed me support in the past, they just made me go, I have to come back out here. I cannot. It feels like it's traitorous to ignore all of this and just sit there and go, well, tough duty. I am still going to go on Mondays at the BFF though, so I'm still going to do whatever on Mondays at the BFF, and then Tuesday will be my day off. So it's like I'll be here 5 days a week. I'm just going to jaws them and walk around, get my steps in, even though I have the phone. Let me put it on this side. I had the phone on my right arm, and since I think my gyro is going on my Fitbit, it's not showing. So then also it's like I've got things that are very wrong with me that need to be fixed. So I mean physically. So oh, look at that backpack, that's cool. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, now we're gonna get the me that doesn't want to be mean and hideous except for these guys. I'll just sit here and film them. They probably thought I was gone for good. Isn't that horrible? I'm just upsetting the world. See, how do they react with me just being quiet? Let me see. Let me get a face. Can I get a face? See if we can recognize them. I like the idea of finding these people and finding their families, because of course their families may not know. So there's some faces where they are. You know, we take it for granted that everybody, or I do, that everybody that's here is from here. It's like, that's a little too much. I think maybe they're not here. So, yes, they saw me, Angry Bear. Hi, I am Rob. That one is so weird, but it's the truth. Grain, and then Golden Gate Bridge. Hi, Kenny Adcox, cat. I have the wrong glasses on today, too. I left my glasses on the 3rd floor, and 8-inch, I measured them, 8-inch stairs, 2 flights, hell no. Not until I get used to my elliptical for longer than 5 minutes. Thank you, J-Vet. I did get those doors closed. And everybody's crooked. I will figure it out tomorrow. I'm reading user manuals, so... Okay, did I hit the right button? Did I hit the wrong button? That's one of the things I have to learn how to do, because I don't have... I loved the side button on the gimbal when it was on the gimbal program or gimbal app. So it's like, I want to figure out how I can do that still. So I love my mods. They are my politeness. Well, even yesterday, or not yesterday, but day before yesterday when I was with the BFF, I missed a couple of comments. So I thought I was looking at them all and I missed them. I always miss at least one. Hello, you. Oh no. That was my UPS guy. We've been happy and nice to each other ever since, like, the first time he left the door open for me. It was funny. See, he even left it. La la la, don't know who you are. Oh, but look at them. They're all like freaking out. Or maybe that's the wind. But it's not that windy here. It's kind of been them freaking out trying to figure out something. So yeah, I don't, even though he was singing, oh, I guess they're trying to figure out how to find the door without going through the curtain. These guys are weird. Freaks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go up because the triangles on the hills are hills, so they came out either or probably Sunday and put it out. There's a big pink triangle right near Twin Peaks in San Francisco that comes out for Pride. I can't remember where it started or what the history of it is. I mean, I know what the history of it is, but I can't remember when it was started. It was started maybe in the 80s. I'll look it up and explain, because it was pretty much when the height of the San Francisco gay scene was here. Sort of, that used to fight with the, not fight, but you know, act like 12-year-olds with the gay scene in Manhattan. So, sort of like how Northern Californians girl fight with Southern Californians. The BFF even said, she goes, the whole time we were in LA, because she's from the LA, she was like, that's all you did was talk about being here and that, and the only thing that was good was Tommy's. This place there, Tommy's, they have the best chili cheese fries on the planet. It's the only place I eat chili cheese fries. So it's like, it's all a bunch of girl fights. That's what I pretty much call them, because that's what the way they act. So don't distract Carrie. Unless she's got a cool car that tells her what they're saying. Papa Cat's car says in that woman's voice, would you like me to read it to you? And most of the time it just annoys me and I say no. But I had started slipping and started like almost reading things, and I was telling myself in the background, because, you know, KK, protester in Austin, died from somebody not paying attention to their text and slamming into her motorcycle. So it was like, that made me go be self-righteous about, oh, I'm right, nobody should be doing that because I didn't do it before. And then for some reason, I started doing it. And was like, what the heck? And then today, oh my God, the guy with the guy in front of me, and he didn't have license plates on too, so God knows. But yeah, you could see him like lean over. I'm like, okay, there's a guy on his texting. Okay, I can deal with this. And then it was like he was bending over, and I'm like, oh dude, you lost your phone, let it be. And he would not let it be. And I couldn't get around him. He was in front of me at first, and then I had a spot, so I moved over one lane, and that lane had been moving faster, and then it slowed down, and then he kept like going past in front of me. I'm like, I want to get away from this dude, because there was also an 18-wheeler right behind him. And I'm thinking, ugh. I'm at San Francisco Org. I'm just not yelling at it. Hi, Lily. So yeah, it was just this. I didn't want to be in front of him. I didn't want to be behind him. I think it's a thing going on at Moscone Center. Besides the Giants. The driving is definitely the Giants, but I think there actually might be something going on. I was too busy paying attention to the bozo next to me to see if it was even a super cruiser. So, because it is. It looked like somebody has turned San Francisco on. This looks so old school, it's ridiculous. It's so weird. It hasn't been like this, I think, since I came out. Even with the protests going on in the next street, it wasn't this busy. So, hi, Kenny. So, yes, this is my hangout. This is my little pond. Like being a little fish in a little pond, it makes me happy. And if I just keep walking today, it will just, make them angry, because this is the perfect time to have a lot of people out, or a lot of people to be trying to recruit, because there's so many people here right now that I'm sure they're not amused with me. That's why I said I don't really even have to yell today. Don't really got it in me yet. And the people who saw yesterday's, they know why. And so it's like, okay, but I'm here. That's what counts. So I'm sure they weren't expecting me. And now I have to resub to everything. Because I basically just closed everything and kept carry because, I want to see Soda in Orion. That sounds so like, it sounds so something that I only kept her for her big ass cat and her fluffy dog, or actually her Swiffer dog. It's like, no. I also came for the classes. So thank you, Lily. Yes, I know. I know it's like you can't miss me. All I wear is black. I've always got glitter in my hair for my I always call them real extensions, but the ones that are in my hair that need to be plied out. And today, since it's like, in my opinion, it's use the girl good towels life right now, I'm wearing my Hello Kitty Keds. No, Vans. Sorry. My Hello Kitty Vans, because I'm a Hello Kitty freak. So, they're leopard spots with kitty heads all over them. Let me see if I can show you. See? And I wasn't wearing them a lot because, they were special. It's like, no. Now I'll wear them. Forget that. Thanks, Fuzz. Oh, yes. Must show pyramid. Doesn't have a moose on it yet. Oh God, did you guys listen to Aaron's little thing today? It was about 15 minutes. He was saying why people were getting demonetized because of YouTube's new policy. Is that if you're like doing panels and stuff, or doing clips too much, or re-simulcasting, it's not considered unique for YouTube, because that's what they want. I guess you have to pay them if you want to like broadcast something. So it's like Okay, that makes sense. I guess they were probably having to give out too much money to the people who simulcast on more than one channel when they were doing panels. So he recommended it and it sounded good. You want to do a panel? If I ever do them, I'm glad I didn't. God knows that would have been funny having a look for them. If I ever do a panel with someone, I'm going to flip a coin and see whose feet it gets put on. Because that actually passes. So he actually says something too that was interesting. If you want to do a panel, and it's going to be X amount of time, you can do X amount on one channel, X amount on another channel, X amount on another channel. That way you guys will get, or we all get individual or unique posting, but we don't, we're not re-streaming somebody else. Like I said, it's just another way for them to not have to give more money out to people. That's what it breaks down to. So, because a lot of people have gotten demonetized who were, oops. Come on. I knocked it. And he said it's not a conspiracy because it's been SPTV board members. And no, I am not on the SPTV website right now because this is just me and my world right now. So whoever finds me, whoever subs me. But I want to live in my own little fantasy world right now where the world is going to get better and Scientology is going to end. And we're going to get all the parents of the kids who are bringing them here out of that mindset. And, you know, we're all going to be happy. That's the way I used to think a long time ago when I was little. So it's like the whole past few days has brought a lot of stuff up in the brain fog, and I'm finding out the weirdest ways. Yes, I'm live. I'm just walking. Thank you. You're awesome, City on Defense, and I still have to make a membership thing for you. Yes, I'm glad my people are coming back or coming to watch. Because when I finally get up and start yelling at them again, you know, I wonder if I did bring a magic eraser and start working on the iron work, would they come out and tell me I'm pest if I'm trespassing? Hi, retired Red. I bet you they wouldn't bother me. I sincerely bet you they wouldn't bother me. And this is a weird thing. Look at this. The iron work here is really pretty, and then it fades out. It's like, is this what they had to fix once before and they put cheap paint on it? Because I don't think it, maybe it could be in the sun, but it doesn't look like it. It's weird. You really think so? I don't know. I don't know. San Francisco's slightly different than everybody, because when I was sitting on there and the kid had gotten out and they said we'll call the cops, and I said go ahead and I'll call CPS. They didn't bother me for the rest of the time I was here. So that also makes me think that maybe they're natives in there. So where's Sunrise? So yeah, no, we're a different animal up here. Yeah, like I said, I will never get the cops swatting me because I know a cop that the cops like. So, and I'm friends with him for real. So I have a default. As long as I'm just doing this, they can't do anything. I have a feeling if the cops came up and said I was trespassing, I said I'm cleaning the iron grate on the fence, they'd just go, okay, we'll put it away. Bye. So, yeah, I'm pretty non-aggressive here. The only thing I do is yell, you know, miss your friends, how to get a job outside of here, and financial advice. Oh, I'm sorry. And structure fixing. Is that 2 of them? Am I going to have to like go really fast? Oh, yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I saw the gold vest. I can't run. Something in my ligaments, some degenerative ligament crap. So I can't run. I fall. I drop from my weight. I have a feeling it could be 100 pounds and I'd still drop from my weight. So I can't run. But I can, you know, walk faster. I'm just sitting here looking at the thingy. Uh-oh. Did they sucker me? I bet you they did. Son of a beast. Because they should be coming up by now. Oh well, let's see if I can wait. Even if they turn around, then at least I know. There they are. Look at them. Oh, they know I'm here. I'll just say hi. I'll do what I usually do. I'm sorry. Oh, look, he's gonna go somewhere else. I wonder where that other place is. Where do they go when they don't come down here? I'm sorry. Do you want to be in a cult forever? It's not healthy. It'll give you more cooties. You'll never be able to get rid of him, no matter what you think. Sorry. Now, where did this guy go? She probably distracted me enough that he could turn around and walk back. But I want to know where they go to when they go up this way. Oh, I bet you I know what they do. I bet you they go around the block. I mean, they're all usually very much in shape because all they're doing is cleaning all the time. Yeah, give me 3 months and I'll be able to walk faster than anybody I know. Go into power walking competitions. Yeah, I have to because I'm probably going to be on the 3-month rotation with my doctor. She is so not amused that I'm diabetic now. And since I wasn't going to yell anyway, I can go, you know, searching for Scientos. So they're probably walking around the blocks. I remember that one blonde guy who did that. And the young ones can probably run, so I probably won't get back down there until he does it. I love this. I'm Marlon Perkins of the Sciento world. Let's go see what they're doing today. He was a guy who had a show called Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Oh, and they've got the Bluetooth box on over there already. I'm not even there, they have it on. No rhyme or reason. No rhyme or reason. Let's see. Where? So I was also going to say, ones who have panels should probably get together and figure out who wants it. That way it can't be used against you guys. So which is going to suck because you're going to have your certain person, or when like Carrie does a panel, was it the Sunday one? And, you know, Reese will talk to Reese talks to Tommy, say. One of them will have to do it. But Tommy always doesn't have it on his anyway because they're different people. But if they're the same people, then it's like, I just figured, because I'm like, how do you flip a coin without me thinking you're being bad? Just live stream them first and go, hey, look. And see if the coin lands up or down. Or not live stream, but message stream them. I know how to do that. I learned that with Papa Cat when he was out of town. I think the first time was when he went to Sweden for a convention. Can you believe that? Or an event, or, you know, something that took on a that you did at a convention center. You know, I used to work for an event management company that did. I I worked big shows and I still can't. That's the brain fog. I don't think I just have the capacity in my head anymore for this. You're not feeling like getting in arguments with people either, so. And at this point, my brain's so fried, it's like, he looks like he has an e-meter attached to him. There's a guy looking at the sandwich thing, and he's got a full backpack. So it's like, my brain's like, he's got an e-meter, he's not going to listen to you anyway. He's just distracting you so the other people can get in. I love it. It's like, oh my God, brain fog's conspiracy theory. It just makes me laugh. Yes, now I just have to worry about getting to 1,000 again, because unfortunately I lost, I think the last count was like 28. I gained a few though when I wasn't even doing this anymore. So that was sort of cool. But yeah, I did like that the BFF was having fun, because I've been trying to get her to do a split screen forever, because I thought she'd enjoy it. I know I'm making a monster. She's gonna love it so much, and she's gonna take my people, because she'll be so much better than me. At least we've reached that point in our lives when we actually can yell at each other for things like that. So yeah, because we've known each other, oh God, how old was she? 20? I want to say. Santa, if you're here. 20? I don't know. No, skateboards are very few and far between here, because the city of San Francisco actually doesn't like skateboarders. I know that, not firsthand, but I know that because one of the people I used to hang out with, or I'd see, we know from clubs, 400 of my closest friends, was a skateboarder, and he was getting ticketed, he was getting harassed, he was, cops are just mean to him. They don't like skateboarders in San Francisco. I always say they made a skate park in Civic Center so the skateboarders wouldn't bother being anywhere else. So that's why one of the things is, you made this guy the org guy here. That was pretty dumb, because he's gonna sincerely have to go with the inside people that he knows from the Braille thing, which I think is offensive anyway. It took me a minute to realize, I'm like, why does that company sound offensive? It's like, because it's Braille. It's like, what the hell? Unless it's some skateboard phrase that I don't know about. That sounds offensive. And since it's San Francisco, everybody knows everybody else. I know someone who actually became blind between 6th and 7th grade. So she had an eye disease. And we also have Guide Dogs for the Blind headquarters in San Rafael, and I lived in Fairfax, which is down the road from San Rafael, and you'd see all the golden retrievers being walked to get ready, because they are also, that was also the conduit for the camp, or not a camp, but where the foster people take them, because the guide dogs go to fosters when they're babies, or when they're done needing to be around mama, and then the fosters keep them, I think, for a year and a half, and then they bring them in and they go through like trials and stuff, and I think the average is like 3 out of 10 or something like that. So a lot of people are very okay with it, because they're going to keep their dog anyway if something happens. But if not, I think they have the hookup on you can adopt one of them, which I would love to do, because that would be neat, having a guide dog that unfortunately didn't make it, but it'd be so much easier to train too. Actually, sometimes the brights don't work very well in my brain's conditions. It depends. If it's regular old fog, fine, but if it's that Thule stuff that's so bad you can't see the license plate of the car in front of you, sometimes it's better to put the low beams on, or not turn on the brights, because they just block you out then. Then you're just driving in white. Spending a year and a half driving from Fremont to Sacramento, which is about a 60-70 mile drive. I was in my 20s. When you're in your 20s, you can do everything. Part of right out of Sacramento to Vacaville, which is, I don't know, 30-40 miles, tule fog, big, thick tule fog would drop. And you learn. Turn on your brights. That's a dumb idea. And I'm still waiting for the guy, so I think I'll probably stop because I probably got suckered into being distracted. I don't want to sit here in the sun. I'm getting brown enough as it is. Actually, I'm getting what I call a protester's tan. My hands are brown. My hands are, well, they're Madonna's hands now, but they're brown. You can't really see it. Yeah, no, I just have Madonna's hands. Now I know why she wears gloves, or started wearing gloves at my age. She started wearing gloves at 58. See, that kind of gossip I don't mind. She started wearing gloves at 58, and I was like, why are you doing that? Oh, I get it. At 57, I've got this. So, wait, let's stand where a pole is so I don't have to keep this in. I was reading about the user's guide on my gimbal. So, I'm going back. Let me see. Well, yeah, of course, Tony Hawk. Even I know who Tony Hawk is. Yellow beams? What are yellow beams? Ah, okay, or fog lamps. Okay, yeah, no, the creepiest thing once was driving home one night from work, and all of a sudden the fog lifts. And it was so weird. It was a multi-car accident, and I like slowed down. Somebody said, this was the day before cell phones. Somebody said that the police or whoever needs to be contacted. It wasn't blood and guts and gore and all of that crap. It was just like a bunch of cars that just like bumped each other, ran into each other or something. So it wasn't like huge mess on the freeway, but the fog had lifted for it. All of a sudden the fog is gone. Oh, damn it, somebody just left. Well, they know they're not supposed to come in my direction anyway. See, I want to start getting here at 1 because it looks like between 1 or 2 they might be taking their lunch or something. But yeah, no, so the heat from all of that going on lifted. So about for 100 feet there were cars and people just wandering around the fast lane of a straightaway, and it's like, holy crap. But also, and I still do this, if I'm driving in a weird safe condition like that kind of fog, so it happened for like a month, I'd find an 18-wheeler and just do the suck, whereas you get into their airstream and they basically suck you along. It's great on gas mileage, but also if the truck hits everybody first or the 18-wheeler hits everybody first, you don't have to worry. And I had a little bitty car then. I had a CRX. Honda CRX, look it up. Those things were dinky. That's why I had no problem going to work in Sacramento 50, 60, 70 miles away, something like that. Because I had a car that was a 5-speed that would go fast. Yeah, in some fog it doesn't though. It depends on what kind of fog it is, and I didn't turn off my sound, sorry. Some fog it does help, but yeah, the thicker the fog is, the less it's going to do any good. And I did have to tell Papa Cat. Papa Cat hates it when I backseat drive, and I hate it too. Where the hell did he come from? That was the guy that was disappeared. He hid behind the UPS truck. Oh my God, you guys can't see it because you might have been able to. I paid attention to the hair, and all of a sudden he pops out from the curb and goes back in. Unless there really is a Xenu and they just teleport and pretend they're walking. That even made me laugh, sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, somebody was saying that we shouldn't pick on his height because it's height shaming, and I think it was Nora's chat. Nora said, no, he really, really hates being talked about like he's short, it actually would mess with his head. And that's sort of the thing. It's like not gossipy, not bratty, but getting into under his skin. So it's like things like that. So yeah, no crap amongst ourselves, because we're supposed to be all in this for the same reason, or same reasons. But pick on the big sciento. I mean, and the people who run the bad parts. They need to have a little bit of what they give out, if you ask me. So, dead air. Yeah, no, that guy just got me. I was like, what the hell did you... I didn't even see... I'm sitting here staring, but the one thing I do when I drive is I don't look to the sides, pay attention to my peripheral vision, and don't like get distracted. So I'm staring down the sidewalk, and my brain must have went into driving mode because I didn't even see him come anywhere. And how can you miss that gold vest? What is that? I've been watching too many 80s videos or Michael Jackson videos, and it reminds me of that era in time when all the guys dressed slightly over the top, trying to be Wall Street. So, you know, once in a while you had the ones that were gaudy, so the gold vest would be there. And there's another one. Oh my God, they're coming out of the woodwork. Okay, so I've got to figure out how to have some kind of shade over there, because baking my brain's probably not a good idea this time either. And the weather has been atrociously good for San Francisco. So a hat, I hate hats. My head's the only part of me that really sweats. So it's like hats just make me sweat. I have a big brimmed hat. Maybe I can do that. Oh, I think it is. I think my arm phone is frozen. Hi, Bridge 1872. So that's why I'm not answering anybody. Yeah, thank you, Buzz. Yeah, it was creepy. It looked like a freaking horror movie. No, he's not OT8. Somebody said, and one of the second gens said he's OT3 and didn't advance himself. So it's really weird. Maybe you should start taking notes here so I can go research them when I get home. Hi, Dusty.
I'm gonna feel I'm located.
So yeah, no, he's not OT8 either. That's why it's like, how did he get to be there without being an OT8? So he doesn't believe in the technology either, but he wants your money. I'm still under the impression that if they do get in enough big trouble, still waiting for the FBI to show up, they're too quiet, is that he'll just take everything and run. He's probably one of the islands south of Florida, you know, where all those other Caribbean islands are. I don't know anything about Caribbean islands because I have never liked hot. And because of my body shape, I never wore a bikini, even when I was at my skinniest and had a 23-inch waist. Bikinis were weird. So I never wanted to go down there. Also, I pick on Los Angeles or Southern California because, you know, those people. I'm so totally in Northern California. So I know nothing about the Caribbean. And I have a feeling because the whole, I called it Fry the other day. I don't think it was right. The whole Fry Festival thing was because of the, it started out as being on a planet that was once owned by a big drug dealer. And it was bought by some private guy, and they were going to use that. So it's like, you could buy that one, I bet. Takes a lot of money, but you never know. I'm sure he's getting prepared for when his world ends. So I have just this gut feeling that he's going to take the money and run, leave his girlfriend out of it, just absolutely leave everybody. And maybe it'll be like Face Off. ABC Islands? What are the ABC Islands? Ah, see, you even answered before I asked. Aruba, Bar in the Air, and Caraco. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, I think my other phone, it's just old enough that I can't read my comments. I'll have to figure, well, I'll be getting more boisterous as this goes along, so. Yes, I'm here in San Francisco. Yes, praise Xenu. That was my fun one last week, is I kept talking about Xenu. And since I don't think it's the same one, Fuzz, because Davey is Davey, not David. So I was about to say Davey Mismanaged, who's Xenu's daddy. Go on his channel and look. He's got a couple of like short videos about being Xenu's daddy. I wish I could get him to do it again. So wrong. David Mismanaged, Miscavige, that's so wrong. Funny but wrong. Guys, don't delete it. But no, David Mismanaged said he was going to come up here and come and visit. He's got people up here he knows, and I told him next time he comes out, because he is the reason I'm out in the real world, because him and he was in Fresno, and I said, ooh, I wish you'd come to San Francisco, and he said he would, and then I think it was like emails, we planned to be here, and so yeah, just a little. It's hard though, your brain has got the autocorrect too. I know that. I'm been reading on the brain stuff, so your brain's got the autocorrect too, so there are times I have to read something like 3 times because that's on a chat, because somebody answers it and I'm like, why are you answering that? And then it's like, oh, I read it wrong. So, but yeah, no, Davey Mismanaged arranged to meet me here, and I actually came. Huge anxiety, outdoor freak, and I had a ball. We separated. I actually talked to his stepdad for a while, because I was done. I was done way before Xenu's daddy was, and so I talked to his stepdad for a while, and it was fun. It was really just like calming, and I'm like, I can do this. So that's how I started. The funny thing is that Natalie started doing her news right when I was about to start doing that, because I even have, if somebody wants it, I think I have a domain that's SPTV News, I think. And then Natalie came on and I went, no, she's the one who's got it. I'll have to figure something else out. So that was the funny part about me first starting to get into here. But yeah, I'll check what the website is and see if anybody wants it that's legitimate, that I know, or someone might know, because it's a great website, and I'm always want to be able to find, or name. I'm always able to find names. So, what is your idea? Yes. I've been talking about maybe I should go to club the week before parade, my goth club, because maybe I could see a sister there, and I would love to have the sisters come and like just invade the whole, corner. But also, yeah, drag show right here. There's nothing to say, and the cops would be like, "What's the problem?" Because it is here. So if you can do it, that would be so cool. I would worship the ground you walk on. And like I said, the triangle's up. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll take a picture of it and post it so you guys can see it today or tomorrow. It's the limp. It's the freaking limp. Well, that limp is from the niacin? Yes. I don't know any sisters anymore, because I've been out of that scene since the last wave of club closes, like in 2000. I want to say 2008 or 9 when, you know, the finance world slumped. So I don't know any sisters anymore. Hell, I don't even think I know any drag queens. No, I do know one. But yeah, I'm a lot of that scene. Hell, I performed at the friggin' on Castro for Halloween. So yeah, I did know them once. I was a backup for One Night in Bangkok. I think it was 2000. No, God, I think it was like 1996. Wow. I think I still have that costume too. That's weird. Ooh, I don't know who they are. See, I'm so out of it now. The activists? Ooh. You should email me stuff. You and I need to start talking. Because you know, it's like, I would love to have the whole gay scene, like using this place as a place to, you know, take positive vibes, give them to everybody, and drive these bastards wild. So, because yeah, the whole homophobic thing, it's like, how can you even be here and say that? So, okay. So is that for boys and girls or just boys? So, because, you know, the girls go through it too now, or have always gone through it in some countries. So it'd be neat if it was a cross-gender thing. Yeah, see, you can tell my real San Francisco is coming out too. Because it's like, I know about this stuff. I just haven't talked about it in ages. And I haven't been to club in ages either. So, which I'm thinking about doing a stream from there one of these days. Just so you guys can see what my world still consists of, because Papa Cat goes and DJs there still. So, and I still know, and I still have good friends from there. So it's just like, it might be fun. And weirdly enough, my friends would probably like it and say things to you guys. It's sober, okay? So I might do that one of these days. If I could get San out on a Monday night, she knows the scene because she did a anniversary squirrel. That's where the squirrels come from, is that club. She did an anniversary squirrel for them. So she knows the top people and the people most likely to be around a lot. But she's got what I have. I mean, I cheated. Xenia's daddy helped me cheat. First, I trusted him instinct-wise, and then I got to hang out with his dad, and it was like, I don't have to be anxious. So that's why I kept coming out. And for me, this is like therapy, because I'm talking and I'm trying to get the bad people out of the, see, I don't say religious, out of the organization scene, and get them to go away, because they don't need to be in that building going through what they're going through. And I've seen enough people like my age walking around with that limp. So, you know, I think probably the last people, except for the people who have kids and bring them, the last people are the ones in Gen Xers. Yes, oh my God. Now you're making up the, yeah, that would be awesome. I heard they still do the picnic in Golden Gate Park. It almost makes me want to go because I haven't been there in years. And the introductions to who's in the contest is way too much fun. Dead air, sorry. So yeah, growing up here, equality for real. There was something I was talking about to someone the other day, and I just talked about it, or it was on here or something, but it wound up being, you know, something about brown people, because I'm just talking like, well, somebody did this, that, and the other, and they're like, oh, those people are brown. I'm like, oh, yeah, and? Don't know how to be that way. So, oh, that would be neat. That would be neat. Oh yeah, because I'm sure drag queens are a cult. They always try to do it to the sisters because they do fundraising. And, you know, that's what they're known for, is the fundraising. I think, my opinion, I think they started during AIDS because AIDS was so hard. I did so many things during AIDS fundraisers, and there was someone, I can't remember who, but I don't know if it's a private person or a corporation, who used to have a runway show every year with like showing off real types of fashion before they did a drag runway. And I used to work that every year. See, look, she probably isn't even my age. And that's not weight. I'm probably as bad as big as her. So it's not weight. I walk around fine. It's got to be the niacin thing. Or what other, of course we're not a cult. What other vitamins do they take? Does anybody know? I mean, I was doing AG1 for about 3 months because I was doing the maybe it'll make me feel better. And I finally stopped because I think it was making me not happy in the bathroom. Oh, my trouble at the SF real estate scam called? God, I've never even heard of that. Hi, Martha. Yeah, I know niacin, but look at, I mean, they're my age. They have to, I'm 57. And these people don't look like they, you know, they have anything wrong with that stupid limp. And like I said, that last lady had to be at least my size. I may be a little smaller than her, but I've been as big as her, if not bigger. And I did not have to have a cane. So, yes, I call the ones who all have their own little, like, section, because I've been talking to Dusty and, you know, Carrie Ann and everything. It's like we're the middle-aged protesters. But 57 is freaking 37 nowadays. I mean, listen to me. I'm just like, la 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 la. My mother, she was active, but she didn't seem like she was young when she was my age now. And she had a 15-year younger man. My stepdad is 15 years younger than my mom. He's been around since I was 5. That's why he's my dad. But it's like, she never told her age. So, they were together for 40, I used to say 46. Nope, my dad corrected me because I go to lunch with him on Fridays. 47. They were together for 47 years. So, it's like, see, you can't have, was it the opposite for women? Women who like younger men. I'm never going to say no. I did give my dad the one thing he can't do was date somebody younger than me. I want him to find somebody because he's getting older and he's got the Swedish mentality of leave me alone, I'm fine, nothing will happen to me. Wind up being dead in the bathroom one of these days. So I want him to find somebody. I just told him he wasn't allowed to pull a Woody Allen and date and find someone younger than me. So he agreed. He still hasn't found anybody after 5 years now. I didn't even realize the beast had been gone that long. And I called her that in front of her face. So don't think I'm like saying nasty things about my mother. I called her the beast. My brothers called me the beast. It was just the general, when you get on somebody's nerves, you just call them a beast. The girls. The boys were just buttheads. Probably. I say it's because I spent easily a decade dancing 3 times a night. And pretty much kept my body in shape. So the arthritis, that was I had rheumatoid arthritis, which was very quiet for a long time and you get used to it. Just didn't advance because, like someone has said in the past, don't stop moving. So when I started hiding, my body was mad, but I didn't fall apart. So I'm still not falling apart. I have a 3-story freaking townhouse with bad knees, but the knees aren't getting any worse, and we've lived there for almost 3 years. So I'm going up and down the stairs more, because usually it's like if I found a floor, I'd never leave it, but I'm getting used to them. So it's like, I think it was activity, and that's why today's the first day of the rest of my life. I'm going to bring up my activity levels, which I can do. I did when my oldest cat was sick. Last 6 months, she was asthma, really bad. And we were getting up and down and crouching up and down all the time because we were keeping a really good eye on her. So when she passed away, I was in shape, but of course, I was depressed. She was 13, and she was my baby that I take pictures with, because neither one of us were pretty unless we were with each other. So I have pictures of her and me. It's funny. Oh, thousands of dollars. That's the problem. Yes. I think someone has a real one, but if I remember right, Pearl Snappy made one. I know Jess made one out of like soda box, put foil on it, and then 2 tin cans, like soup cans. Somebody said they even use soup cans to begin with. But there have been a couple of people who've done that. If you're new here, you should go checking out streams. Jess Streets, who started it all. Danny and Leah, watching them become quiet observers into, wow, they do really good. Stuff like that, you know. Yeah, it's like, I'd say the best time to see it would be pretty much from like January to March. Would see like the core people doing it. I got in at the late part of February because, like I said, Davey came here and taught me that no, they're not going to come chasing after me with like e-meters and stuff. So, yes, we all definitely say that. Yeah, Liz Gale. Yeah, she definitely has one, because before, she's unfortunately dark now, but before she went dark, she was doing Scientology like walkthroughs, and she had a bunch of books she got from eBay, and it was really neat. And then she was talking about the e-meters. I think it just got too much for her, so she's probably taking a break, channel searches, nothing's on it. So, and like everybody keeps saying, and they're right, when it gets overwhelming, get the hell out for a while. Get your ducks in order again, where you really feel that they're in order again, not when somebody's pressuring you to. Nobody pressured me to do this. I just thought coming back out again was for a better purpose, where I saw yesterday that we all want to be a community, not a gang, not a street gang, a community, which is very different. So that was interesting. So yeah, we're a community. Yes, he did it last time Aaron was out, because they had an Airbnb, and he did it to, I want to say Cam LA. That's when everybody was out, and they did the Scientology list, which was really neat. Wow, they've gone down. Yeah, some people were saying that's one of the head cootie women. She's really good at the ignoring. It's amazing how she can ignore you. Girl got the snaps on the ignore part. So they've gone down. Last year, or God, not even last year, 6 months ago, they were like hella expensive. Well, of course it is. We all know that it's BS. But it's like, no, God, yeah. None of those are admissible. Thank you, Dawn. I'm glad you're posting stuff too. We know how hard it is, and I've kept you. I think I might have gotten rid of you when I pulled out, but I'm going right back into people, so I'll come back in. because I totally want to support your butt too, because, you know, that first time is always hell. And yes, you're worth it. So, TRs. Yes, no, I'm sure Tony would. I'm sure Tony's sitting wherever he is and going, you know, F&A, Bubba. It's like, we're back strong. We had something to get together over. And if anybody saw my post yesterday, which was nothing but a snot parade, I listened to it afterwards. I was trying to look for the comments because I didn't look at any of them, and they weren't up yet. But so I sat there afterwards and watched the whole thing. So I was just like, oh my God, I should have blown my nose. But it's like, it explains also why I, you know, was considering it at the time. But like I said, with all of the like hellos and likes and want you to come back out and things like that, it was like, don't take advantage of those feelings. These people are saying this because they want to, not because they have to, not because somebody makes them do it. It's like, you know, and then Carrie Ann, she made me bawl on Monday night because she was talking about me and singing my praises, and she just made me cry like a little kid. It's funny. So it's like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I cried. Can I make it past today? So yes, no, I definitely think Tony and mine, Misha, are up there giggling their heads off going, look what we had to do. So, yeah, no, he'll never leave. Like Doug didn't leave to a lot of people because they knew him. So Tony's the same way. Before I had the problem and left, I was like going, should I go out there just to be supportive? Just standing across the street from like the funeral, knowing that, you know, he's there, you know, people are there, stuff like that. Because I can't take any vacations because we're dealing with Papa Cat's mom. So it's like, that would just be a trip there and back, probably a day. And I don't mind airplanes. Have minded them since COVID, but I'm getting over that. Me and Papa Cat actually used to love airplanes. He still watches, and I do LA Live that does planes taking off. He does it at LAX, and he's done it up here at SFO. And at Christmas time, he was doing it at Kennedy, I think, where the TWA hotel is. That's the one thing I'm missing this year, because we didn't get to go last year, and I wanted to do it this year because it'd be really neat. They converted the TWA terminal and made it basically a hotel. Very tiny rooms, because I guess they're not trying to destroy the structure of the building, or, you know, what it was like. So, but it would have been so much fun. And the whole Hello Kitty thing with me started out as my brother going on JAL in Japan and going on the Hello Kitty plane, and he winds up giving everything from the Hello Kitty plane, because this was the full bore one. They have one now, but it's not the way this one was. This one was, everything was in Hello Kitty, and it gave you a bunch of like utensils for food and stuff like that. He winds up giving it to the person next to him because she wouldn't shut up. And I had no interest in Hello Kitty, did not even like Hello Kitty when my friends did when I was little. And then he did that, and that was it. I was history. I was, God, how old was I? 35. So the past 22 years, I have drove my middle brother crazy with Hello Kitty. And I actually like her now. I've liked her since I did it, because I would never have done that. Let's see. I'm going backwards again. Oh, hi, Sunrise. I didn't see you. See, that's why I said I don't always see everything. Okay. Oh, God, yeah, you said that yesterday. I am so sorry. And I know, I understand about where people pass away in your head. I had a friend of mine who did had the brain dead first, and it was like your body stays for a couple of days, but for me it was when they said that. So I get it why people don't necessarily have right dates, because they believe in different things. So I just think your body's being mean when it keeps you alive for another 2 days, you know? The same with him. Yes, and that's on purpose. I really want to be on my own right now, so I'm not informing any, or I'm not telling Fluffy that I'm back on. I just want to be an independent contractor right now. It's just easier. I guess you could say it's my anxiety, but it's my anxiety in a different level. Don't want to be involved in the big world right now. So I'm just being myself. So that is my anxiety. So, yeah. Yeah. Miss Sunrise. Yeah. It's like he died twice. It's very weird. So, okay, Satan's were calling. Go have fun. It's nice to see you here. Yes, it is stupidly expensive, Amy M. Yeah, and that's why it's like, it's the big vacation. So that's why it was just like, and we hadn't gone on vacation for 4 years. So it's like, that was the big vacation, and we knew it was going to cost a fortune. And we were going to drag my brother with me, and we knew he was going to want to go into Manhattan. And so it was like, yeah, it was going to be expensive. So yeah, but the problem, Sunrise, the problem is also you can't stop a body. It's still illegal for assisted death. So it was slightly mean, but once upon a time before my mom passed, she had signed a DNR, and I was like, good, because I'm the same way. It's like, if they can figure out a way to just get me past it when I'm no longer part of it, then do it. But it's illegal. You have to go to Oregon for that. Luckily enough, I have family in Oregon. And my cousin, who we worship the ground each other walks on, would help me, I'm sure. So, because yeah, I wish it's like, once you're brain dead, you're brain dead. You're not coming back, no matter what you think. So, couldn't they stop the body? And that really sucks that they can't. My friend passed. We were all on Facebook, and they're all posting things because I didn't want to go to the hospital because there were a lot of people, it's goth world, a lot of people being drama queens and all going there and showing and having pictures from there. And it's like, nope, I don't want to go. I'm whatever. And then when they said, brain dead, I'm like, okay. And then everybody's still wailing about, him still being there, and it's like, no. Let me see. There. Oh, wow, it's just not scrolling. That's why. I think Oregon's the same way too, but you can't bring the meds to California yet. So, yeah, in a weird way, Kevorkian did a lot of things for people who wanted to do that, undead themselves, or unalive themselves, or have unalive assistance. Ah, the organ donor. Okay, actually, I should look that up then, because I'm an organ donor too. I have been since I was old enough to do it. So maybe if they have to keep my body, okay. I'm sorry, Zunu. Yes, I'm here. Yesterday with Tony, and then everybody saying that, giving me love and stuff. It was just like, that would be just wrong not to come back. It really would be. So that's why I'm still here. I'm gonna go look at your partner's site to see what happened in Salt Lake. It sounds, well, can you believe Louis Repetto got arrested? It's like, that took a long time. What, they figured out how to get away with it in St. Louis? They can't do it to me here, so it's like sometimes before the collapse of the world, I would think that they're taking it out on other people because they couldn't get me here because, you know, they're so tiny-minded. I'm sorry you're paranoid. I went through it. It sucks. Yeah, the lingering, because you don't know. Should I go? Should I stay? And it sticks in your head. I was the one in charge of my mom because my parents weren't married. They didn't even get married when I wasn't looking, which I wanted them to do. So I'm the one who had to, quote unquote, pull the plug. And luckily it was pretty fast because she had COPD. And, but I did convince myself that this is what I was supposed to do. My dad had a problem with it. I said, you know what's my responsibility? I'm the one who did it. You have nobody to blame but me if you want to be mad about it. He isn't. He just felt guilty. It's like, maybe you could have, and I'm like, no, Dad, you know we couldn't. She had 20% lung capacity at that point. So, yeah, death is a bitch. That's all it is. So, and then me and saying that Mexican long hair reminds me of my cousin Johnny, and then realizing, oh yeah, he died of cancer at 32. It's like, oh my God. So yes, Carrie Ann yesterday, and both of them were like, she's making up her own family. It's like, yes, I am. So, that sucks. Hopefully you can get them on somewhere, or maybe have a burner account. Believe it or not, a friend of mine suggested that to me so I would keep protesting. And that was funny because she'd never said anything. I don't even think she liked me protesting, but she was like, you should get a burner account and you can protest from there. And I was like, wow. She was the tip of the iceberg of, oh my God, maybe I should just weather it, you know. And then it kept going from there, Monday night. And so it was like, okay. And I know what you guys are gonna laugh. I know what I'm doing. That's why my chat is not moving on my other phone so I can read it. It's because my boob key's hitting it. No lie. No lie. I stopped the chat with it. I just realized it. More bootology. Yeah, I think the cops have turned dirty because they're getting a caca load of money, and I don't think it's from a whale. I think it's from Sio's real banks. Somebody said they have like 2 billion somewhere. So, and somebody said that also they have banks out of the country. And, you know, I don't think Switzerland does it really truly anymore, but places like that. Yeah, the 180 when you see the cops do it. That's why it's like, I hope they don't do that here. Because I would tell my friend, and my friend has always thought me of as the little secretary. That's the funny one. So I was joking for a long time and saying that one of these days he's going to come into the police station for work, and he's going to be seeing me sitting there on a bench for receiving, and he's just going to look at me and go, what are you doing here? And I'll go, I was protesting. And then he'll tell the other cops, let her go. She's not a problem. I could picture him doing that. I wanted to set him up, but after the first SWAT, it was like, okay, I'm not. So yeah, Zeno, I miss you. I'm so used to you. And on my phone, your dog looks like a terrier. That's the funny part. I got to see him yesterday when you were in somebody's live on a 70-inch television, because that's what I have in the living room. Everybody has one now, but no, my brother gave me that one. And I was like, oh my God, that's like a shepherd. So, because it reminded me of one of my close friends who has a terrier. So, and my aunt who had one. So for some reason, his face looks like a terrier's in mine. Did I pause it again? No, okay. So yeah, see, look at all these people. It's so weird. There's even a line at the deli where I get Papa Cat's cookies at. That's part of the car fare if anybody ever wants to donate. I'm not a spoiled rich kid. We went through that phase of my life where Papa Cat spoiled me rotten, and now I've actually gotten the word that I need to act like an adult. So it costs about, I said 20, yeah, probably about $20 a day, which I don't really do any like bratty things other than this when it comes to money. So, but it's like, it's gas, it's wear and tear on a 22-year-old car, and it's butter cookies for Papa Cat, because probably until he came here with me that weekend, he didn't know that this was safe. And it still bugs him sometimes because of me driving and everything. So that's why it's like, car fare. I'm not out here to make $1 million. I'm here for car fare once I get monetized. So, and because I don't like people who've never done a panel. Oh my God. I like my people here. I love my people here, because it helps me with the anxiety. But it's like, YouTube is so weird. They did send a notice to people about the change in their policies, but I don't know where it was in that email, because of course they put a lot of stuff into it, and I didn't see it as a big announcement anywhere else until Aaron this morning. So it's like, and they know people are going to do that. That's why they're having a ball demonetizing people, so they can keep their money. You know, they're still getting money from like advertisers. So it's typical of YouTube. Yeah, I have a YouTube story. One of these days I'll say it. Like, I understand what he's talking about. I love my Papa Cat. But I've been on here for hour 22. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going now then. I've been leaning against like a pole, sitting here staring at them, just like hanging out. All I need now is like a cigarette in my hand and a dog, and going, hey, what's up? So, Fuzz, can you find me a stream that we like that we can raid? Oh God, the second browser, yeah. Cubs in Boston. Oh my God, you mean like baseball Cubs? Or someone who loves the baseball Cubs. So yeah, go there, because now somebody's playing their loud music and I'm going to get monetized. I mean, I'm going to get my warning. I forgot. Hopefully that little bitty spot isn't going to be a problem and Papa Cat can edit it out. So, okay guys, I will see you tomorrow. Yes, follow Fuzz to the new stream. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Ciao, Bellas.